Today we are grooming Willow, a Malamute that is in need of a major transformation. Stay tuned while we remove half of her body fur and turn her into an entirely different dog. And don't forget, if you'd like to support my channel and the complimentary grooms I provide to my clients, please consider hitting that follow or subscribe button. Today we are grooming Willow. As you can see, Willow is huge. Willow is shedding a lot of hair. I don't know if this is going to be like Tonka, but it's going to be similar. I am going to blow the coat out before the bath, mainly because Willow is 8 years old. She's a Malamute, and I don't think she could withstand standing in the shower for me to use my deshedding nozzle in the shower. So I think it would be easier with this overhead bar to use a belly band and blow her coat out before the bath. Let's see if you have as much dander as Tonka. So Willow here was actually referred to me by her vet. I got an email from her vet clinic asking if I would be able to groom her because they felt that she really needed grooming and it wasn't feasible at this time for the owner to get it done. So I agreed to take her on. Her eyes look a little wonky because she has dry eye. They have meds they put in her eyes twice a day, but sometimes dry eye can be difficult to manage. Okay, ready? Let's blow up the shop. Last time I forgot to put a mask on. This time I am not going to forget and I'm going to put a freaking mask on. Now she is also a woolly Malamute, the same as Tonka. I called Tonka a husky, but I was incorrect. I got her confused, or him confused, sorry, with a different dog. So they are both woolly Malamutes, but this one, her hair, Willow's hair, is not as long as Tonka's. They're still woolly, but the coat's a bit shorter. Still, she's losing an insane amount of hair too. could stand on your own, but I guess I have to belly band you. This hair is releasing, but it needs to be pulled by hand. It doesn't just come out with the dryer. Come on, up, 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 up. Okay, no. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Okay, up, 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 up. Okay. Oh. All right. Okay, I am going to give her a break and offer her some water because she is very hot. She was hot when she got here. It's really, really hot out today. So I will give her a break and then we will be back to do the other side. I could keep doing this for hours, but I'm going to give her another break before the bath. Look at my arms. That is so nasty. I regret not wearing long sleeves. Okay, Willow. Yeah. I am going to bathe Willow in cool water because she is very hot. She was hot from the moment that she arrived because it is very hot out today. It was so humid. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I did not expect you to actually care that much. It's so humid outside that when I bring my camera outside, the lens goes foggy and it's hard to film. I did not expect you to react that much to the shampoo nozzle. Okay, while you are standing, I'm going to try to do your back end because I know you are going to sit. She is still shedding a ton of coat, but I just couldn't get it all off with the pre-blast. I don't know why her coat has such a hard time releasing. It is definitely not like Tonka that just released in handfuls. I mean, this one did release in handfuls as well, but like there's quite a bit of her that won't release. So I'm hoping by shampooing her and conditioning her that it will help to release once it's clean. If you thought she was chunky, now you can see how much she actually weighs once her coat is flattened. I did not expect you to stand for this. I really thought you were going to lay down for this entire bath. For those of you who don't know, I do groom for free. All of my grooms are complimentary. I specifically focus on pets that are in really poor condition and desperately need grooming. So the best way that you can support me is by hitting that follow or subscribe button, sharing, engaging with the content, like it, comment on it. If you are watching this on that platform that we all use, where we scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll, it starts with a T. I do not get paid on that platform because I am Canadian, so if you want to support my work, please watch my content specifically on YouTube. I also post it on Facebook, but Facebook does not really take care of their creators as good as YouTube does. So YouTube is the best place to watch my content if you want to support my complimentary grooms. Okay, I'm gonna let her take another break. After I towel dry her, she'll probably have some water and lay down a bit, and then we will do the final blow dry. Clearly somebody needed this break. Willow is a very, very good dog. She literally has not said a word since she's been here. And she's doing her best to do what I ask of her, even if she doesn't want to or she can't. Right now she's trying to sit because she doesn't like the brush, because nobody likes the brush. But her coat is in really good shape now that it's been all blown out. So the brushing should not be painful. You just don't like your butt touched. You didn't like your butt touched in the bath either, or for the blow dry. So she has been here for 3 hours. I want to let her on the ground so she can lay down for me to finish her groom, but there's certain parts of her I won't be able to brush when she's laying down, so I'm just trying to get that brushed now. Now the Malamute and the Husky, for example, were not meant to have what this is known as a woolly coat. If a puppy was born with a woolly coat, it was not a mistake, but that's not what the breeders were going for. It's just genetics. But what happened was the woolly coat started to become desirable to people because they think it's cute. So now they started purposely breeding the woolly coat to make sure that the puppies were born with a woolly coat. And the problem with that is that it's very hard to maintain on the majority of them. The majority of them do not like brushing, and you have no choice but to force them through the groom because it has to be done. Otherwise, they will get super matted. And you don't want to shave them because that's not good for their coat anyways. So really, if you are looking to get a Malamute or a Husky, please do not choose the woolly coat unless you are prepared for a lot of grooming, a lot of temper tantrums, and a lot of training, because Huskies and Malamutes already are a more difficult dog to train. They are more independent with a mind of their own. So it would not be easy to train them for grooming. So you just have to have a lot of patience and a lot of drive, I guess, to do that. Otherwise, please do not get a woolly coated Malamute or a Husky. I guess unless you're willing to bring them to the groomer once a month so that their coat is always maintained, because it is kind of traumatizing for them. It's not enjoyable, and they were not meant to have a coat like that anyway, so. I didn't think she was as long-haired as Tonka was, but it turns out that her hair was just so clumped together that it appeared shorter. And as I started to blow dry, especially after the bath, I noticed that it actually is quite long. Please don't pull out of that. The goal here is to do the paws on the ground, but I don't know how successful I'm going to be at that because I need him to roll, or her to roll over. And I don't think she's going to like having it done. Maybe putting you on the ground was a bad idea, because if you're not going to roll over, then I won't be able to do your paws. Nope, gotta stay. Yep, yes, roll over. Good girl. Good girl. It's okay. Good girl. Stay. Good girl. Oh, don't get your other paw over it like that. Look at you trying so hard. There are some parts of her chest that I would really like to brush out, but I don't know if we're going to get there today because it's been over 4 hours now that she's been here. She is a senior, and I don't think I can put her through much more. So I am just trying to tidy these feet, because that's even more important than clipping the nails. The nails are long-ish, but not too long that it's impeding movement. But at her age, I don't want her to have fluffy paws because I don't want her slipping and sliding all over the ground. So that's what I am trying to get done first, and then I will try to brush a little bit underneath her neck if she lets me. If she tries to force laying down or putting her neck down, then I'm probably just going to call it a day. You already cleaned out your eyes and now they're full of gunk again. Poor lady. I mean, your nails are actually really short. I thought they were long, but not long. I do have to say that this is most definitely one of the best Malamutes that I have ever groomed. She was so tolerant of everything. She is used to grooming. She has been getting groomed throughout her life. I could tell that she was used to it just based off of her going on the table willingly. I didn't have to force her on the table. That was a pretty good indication that she knew the drill. Okay, I just want to clean out those ears. Oh my God. Periodically throughout her groom, I kept smelling what I thought was poop. And I thought that she had poop on her butt. But she didn't. The smell is coming from her ears, which I presume are infected. They probably already got looked at the vet recently. Maybe she's on meds. But, yeah. Don't forget, everyone, the best way to support this complimentary work that I do is by hitting that follow or subscribe button and sharing with all of your friends. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again in a few days.
Yeah, oh boy, aren't you a beautiful looking dog, eh? Oh, you want to go back in? Huh?
It's cold in there.
Oh, yeah. Hey, hi. Hi, sweetie. Hey, sit down. Good girl. Hey, let me see. What a pretty dog. What a pretty dog. What a beautiful job you did.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.